Chipping is about feel, but it requires commitment and courage. And as you take on each shot with confidence and conviction, you too become more confident. Your shots become better, but you also improve. So enjoy this journey of growth for you and your game.
Hey everyone, it's Amber here with Grip a Girl Golf. Thank you guys for joining us again. We are on our short game series right now where we're going to do some tips, tricks, pointers to really help improve your confidence, your mental game, and your strategy around the green. That's going to really help alleviate some of those shots on your round and hopefully help you get some better scores. So today's lesson, we're going to be focusing on chipping. So chipping is, if you recall, we have a great chipping video for you to go check out just to teach you kind of the basics of a chip shot. But what it's going to be is hitting the ball, having the ball roll on the ground for a longer period of time than it flies into the air. So it's kind of one of the easiest shots in golf because you just really kind of want to hit it and get it rolling and let the green do the work and the ball do the work. So it gets a little convoluted at times. However, it can be a really fun, easy shot when you're creative and kind of know what to do. So two things with your chip shots, two common faults are going to be a decelerated shot, and that's going to be where you take it back and slow down or stop through. So that's a decelerated shot, and that causes a lot of errant, inconsistent results. So we never want to make that happen. I'm sure every one of us has been like, I didn't swing through or I decelerated through, and we never liked the results. So we have a great drill to help with that. And then the second common fault is going to be not having that weight distribution in the front, which is going to prevent us from hitting down and through the ball. And when we have the weight favoring our backside, it can cause you to try to hit up on it, and that causes some duffs or some skulls. So it's also not the results that we want. So we have two drills to kind of help alleviate those. The first one we're going to deal with is that deceleration. So we all kind of, like I said, know what that deceleration is, and I hate when it happens. It's very frustrating. So the drill we have for that is going to be swinging with one hand. It can be either. I prefer the lead hand just because it kind of gets that feeling as well of like swinging through and getting that consistent feeling you would use when hitting a chip shot. What it does is your hand's not strong enough with just one hand to stop the club from going through. So the club's allowed to do its work with the weight to get through the ball. So it really helps get that feeling of coming all the way through, either accelerating through or just coming even tempoed through. And so you're going to take you're going to get in your normal chip shot stance, which is going to be back of the foot, kind of out that back heel, hands forward pressed, obviously the weight in that front side. And you can start by grabbing, it depends on where you're at, you can start by grabbing it lightly with that back hand. But if you can, you really want to just use one hand. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be kind of weird. The results are going to seem weird. But what we're trying to do is instill that feeling of coming through. We're trying to train our brain into knowing that that's the right feeling to have, to know to come through. So we want, in this position, to have a nice, even tempoed swing, not really worried about the results. More so just worried about coming through. So we'll try that one more time. Perfect. Okay, so the second drill we're going to learn is going to help with that coming back and through, coming down and through, and making sure we're keeping the weight on that front foot, which is going to help us come through properly instead of leaning back and scolding it or duffing it. So this is a fun one because we get to really kind of practice our balance as well, which is great for the golf swing. So we're going to also kind of set up normal. And then either put that back foot, you can lift it all the way up, or just put that toe down so it's just on the toe, and then you should be feeling all that weight in that front foot. So you really have no choice. If you lean back, you'll fall. So this forces you to have that weight on that front foot and get the feeling of that down and through. So let's try that out. Nice easy swings here. If you feel more comfortable, feel free to lift that foot up. Great, try one more. Perfect. So these are two great drills to kind of instill into your practice when you're working on your short game shots. And just a few times a day or a few times in your practice routine will be at a great benefit to your overall chipping. So practice these when you can and enjoy the results, because you'll love how much you improve at those chip shots, how close you get it, and how your score starts to decrease. So happy golfing, happy practicing, and thanks for joining us.
gripitgirl.com